Mr. Barford taught me from JSS 1 to JSS 3, and it was such a disciplinarian. Actually, personally, I had this problem with my temper, and it was one of the tutors who helped me to make sure I had like a good temper and was always on me. You know, we guys have problem with age, and Mr. Barford was always on me to make me better. And with that, I can say he has really helped me to be where I am today. He was one of the best teachers, I would say, at our time, because Mr. Barford would come to class with no book. He taught us social studies. He would just come and stand there, and whatever he teaches, you don't need to go back and revise. You could remember how he was teaching, and when it comes to exams, you just write it as such.
So you come to class and then everybody will stand up. Everybody must be on his toes. He will ask you a question, and if you are not able to answer, he will just give it to you. After that, he will also show you the right thing. That is one thing I love about him. I can say these ties that we see around here, he was the one who initiated it. He was the one who brought the idea for us to bring ties to school so that we can plant it here and then, polish it with a white cupboard. He had so much impact in my life during my school days. He will give you advice as in what you have to do in school, what you have to do when you are out of school as well. Whenever I listen to his shows, I feel proud, especially the political aspects, and he's talking about corruption and stuff. And sometimes I do tell my friends that he was once my teacher.
I was really shocked because I didn't expect his untimely death to happen so soon. So I describe KABA as my teacher way back in school, GHS. He was the best teacher, if I could say from my perspectives, from my experience, what I've seen in school. Yeah, because if he's teaching, he'll make sure that each and everyone in the class is okay. Yeah, so maybe even if you are in the exam, so you know what to write.
When you are in the school and maybe you are doing something which is bad, or say your teacher or your senior asked you to do something, and maybe you don't want to do it, or you are proving stubborn, and you hear about Mr. Barford. The word Barford, you have to be alert and stop whatever you are doing. Maybe you have to go and continue what you stopped doing.
KABA is someone, we used to call him Barford, is a man of his words. One thing that strikes me that I really can remember about him is the way he used to teach us, the impact he has on the students when he's teaching. My personal experience is for social studies. I didn't personally like social studies, but through him, I got the impact and I had the feeling of how social studies until I continued to tertiary level. And the news came to me as, in fact, I can't believe he's even dead. I believe he's in coma, seriously. And anytime I hear him on radio, come on, I'm motivated that I can boast to people that is my teacher. That is the one who taught me. That is the one who taught me to make me who I am today. So I'm always excited to tell people that is a teacher of his words. That is a teacher that never spares people when you do the wrong thing. You see, the way, the kind of person he is, words cannot even describe the way he is to me.
The advice he gave me has really helped me to be a useful citizen to the society. In school, he mostly tells us to be respectful. Yeah, and he doesn't want us to play with the guys, because he used to tell us when you play with them, they'll just leave you and go. So we shouldn't play with them and stuff.
I was the class prefect of the class. The class was disturbing and I didn't jot their names down. So when he came, he beat me up. That was the bad day I had. Since then, I was very used to him. My very, 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 very condolence to the family and the wife, Mrs. Valentina Barford. May he so rest in peace.